Welcome to Decrypted, guys. This is Mike, and we have some news to talk about today. We have some bad news that has to do with Coinbase requiring you to provide the information of recipients of your crypto that you send to, which is absolutely disgusting. We have some, and then we have two pieces of good news that we're going to talk about. One of them has to do with Russia, and the other one has to do with Cardano. If you're a Cardano holder, you should rejoice and be happy for what's been happening. So, all right, with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, we're going to look at Coinbase now requiring recipient information for crypto transfers from users in Canada, Singapore, and Japan be provided every time you send it. So what they're trying to do is make you responsible to provide the information of anyone that you send crypto to. Now, how the hell are you supposed to know their information? Let's say you purchase something from someone online and they're not providing any of that information. How are you supposed to get that? So it's absolutely ridiculous to force the senders of crypto to provide this information for you. It's because they're not able to keep track of people, so they're forcing you to kind of rat on everyone else, basically. So why is this bad? Well, it's bad for everyone in these countries, but I think it's even worse because the U.S. may be using this as a test bed to see how well it's accepted before they try to implement this kind of crap here. So the actual people at Coinbase said, while we will always advocate for what we think the laws should be, we must respect the laws that exist if we want to offer the suite of Coinbase services to customers in that country. So what they're saying is we got to play ball. Otherwise, they're not going to let us operate in their countries, right? I also want to make it clear that these changes, as outlined in our frequently asked questions, apply only to Canada, Singapore, and Japan, where the laws require them to do it. I think they were trying to reassure everyone else that they're not going to apply this to everyone on a global level. I think he should have said yet. Yet should have been part of that. So let's move on to the next thing here, which is Bitcoin and why it recently shot up back to the 40,000 and above level, right? And I think it has to do with the ruble and all of these sanctions on Russia. It's forced the ruble down in value almost 50%, I believe. So, I mean, imagine having around $50,000 in your savings account, then waking up the next day and finding that $25,000 is missing. You're going to have a bit of a problem with that. And what are you going to do? So what are these people going to do to protect their savings? They're not going to be able to buy gold because what are you going to do with that gold? We live in a digital economy. You can't pay for your food and everything else that you buy at the store with what, chunks of gold? That's not going to work out. So you're not going to be able to pay your bills online with gold. So the only thing really left, the only real alternative at this point is going to be crypto. So a lot of money is flooding into the crypto scene because Russians are buying up crypto to protect their savings. Not just the oligarchs and everything else, but I think regular citizens are buying Bitcoin as well to protect their savings accounts. And it's a convenient way to spend your money once you do. All right. So that is a really good news for us. Let's move on to Coinbase adding support for Cardano staking, right? This is probably one of the best pieces of information that I found out this week, and the reason as to why Cardano led the entire market in all-time highs for the month, right? We went up 40% because of this piece of news, and basically Coinbase made it so that you can receive 3.75% a year on your Cardano that you're holding on in your Coinbase account. So great news, and it's no secret that I'm a big Cardano supporter and hold a lot of Cardano. So if you do, then this will probably make you happy too. The other piece of information that I wanted to talk about, by the way, is they recently discovered an exploit for Cardano before it even made it to production. So the Cardano developer army is so large, they're combing through all the source code and finding exploits before they even get to hurt anyone, before anyone is losing money out of their wallets or anything like that. When you contrast that with news that you hear on a daily basis from some of these other blockchains like Solana and some of the other ones, they're getting hacked on a daily basis. Tens of millions of dollars a day are being stolen out of people's wallets. So, Cardano to date is the most secure blockchain there is outside of Bitcoin. So, okay. So that's great news to hear. And just looking at Cardano's price action here, we went from around 79 cents all the way up to $1.19 before retracing a little bit. But I think we're on our way back up to probably around 125 here shortly. So keep holding and dollar cost averaging. I mean, when I was really, really excited when we came down to around 75, or we hit 75 at one point, and I was able to jump in, and man, I'm so happy I did, because the gains I made are amazing. All right, that's basically so another piece of information about Russia and why I think Bitcoin is going to be headed towards all-time highs, right? If you take a look here, we have experts say more dark days are ahead for Russian ruble as the invasion of Ukraine continues. So what this is telling me is that the ruble is going to be dropping even more. So as the ruble drops, people are going to be transferring their rubles into crypto to protect that from losing value even further. So there you have it. All right, guys. Until the next one, this is Mike on Decrypted signing off.